If you'd like to see how I transform my living room from this to this to this and finally to this decorated piece, please stay tuned and keep on watching.
In the sky, the glitter.
So this is what the living room looks like without the ultimate modern interior glamorous makeover. And so today I'm making over this space. Like I earlier said, I've always wondered what I could do to make my living room even look better. My living room is very beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I've always had this dream in my head. I put these mirrors for temporary use, but now I decided to go in with shelves. I've always hated the speakers you see on the left down below, and I told Johnny, who is the contractor that I'm working with, he works with his wife, and I told him to use the dimension of that speaker so the speakers could get into these boxes that he's going to create. So he created the boxes in the backyard using like an electric saw, and then he decided to create the boxes, measure the space. He did so much measurement, and he's going to use this wood and of course some drywall to plaster it and then do his thing. Guys, I'm not a technician, but I've pretty much understood a little bit of what they were doing. So yeah, I'm so excited to show you guys how this project went and how Johnny made my dream come to life. If you are in the Houston area, you might want to contact them. They are really good. They take their time. He's very patient and he listens to you very well. So yeah, just watch and I'm going to be explaining as we go. On the left of this fireplace, it leads to our bedroom. So we had a hard time with even building this. So we're going to connect it from there to the wall. But we noticed that it wasn't going to look aesthetically pleasing. And then we also were not going to add a frame around the TV. But when I told Johnny that with the design, I feel like the frame around the TV is going to bring more dimension and more light to it, he agreed, and we decided to go with that because we didn't just want to have the shelves, but we also wanted to do something around the TV. And my TV was always placed too low, so we're going to take it a little bit higher so that it doesn't cover the other speakers. Like we have inbuilt wall speakers and then we have this other speaker as well. So yeah, it was just a little bit of planning and working with Johnny and his wife just to bring out that vision that I had for this space. And it wasn't easy. It took us about 6 days to be able to be done with Tuesday to Tuesday. Yeah, so it was a whole week. It took us a whole week to be done with this project, and I felt really bad for Johnny because I was always disturbing him. He had sometimes his son is going to come over. They're so sweet and nice people. He's very calm, very nice, and he's a good contractor. You want to use him, just try him out, and I bet you're not going to regret it. So at this point, Johnny had already put all the boxes the way they were, and so he was adding the drywall or whatever they call this, whatever he was doing something, you know. And then we also realized that the space was really dark. In fact, not realized, I've always known this space was dark, and my wall colors have never been my favorite. Even though I've had a lot of you ask me about what the paint is in this house, I don't like it. So I've always wanted bright. The house is big. We couldn't do the entire house. So we started in sections, and slowly we're going to go over to doing all that we have to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it's one step at a time, right? We were not in a rush. We're just trying to, you know, just do what we had to do. But I'm loving it so far. And now this was the time when Johnny had to start sanding, and that's why you can see him covering everywhere. He was going to sand whatever he had plastered on there so that it's smooth and gets ready to take the paint. So yeah, that is what we were going to do, or he was going to do at this point. So I stepped out and came back. He painted the wall white. I was a little worried, and I know I picked white, and then I started feeling like it was too white. And of course, we're not painting the entire house, and this house is kind of linked, so I was worried. I kept looking at it and telling Johnny, are you sure this is gonna work? Are you sure this looks good? And we kept looking and feeling worried, but we kept going, we just kept going and believing that our design is going to happen. So yeah, and then that at the end of that day, this is what we had, and it wasn't bad. I loved it. Now over there you can see those patches. So when he was done with the painting here, I noticed that something was off. It was a little bit uneven. So I told Johnny that he needed to do something about it. So he decided to add I don't know if it's all the drywall, whatever he was adding over there. And then he was going to sand it the next day. And yeah, we just decided to do like a design here until we're ready to paint the entire house, or we're ready to paint this entire space white. So we decided to make it a design because my home is really big. So yeah, I came back the next day. They came back the next day and sanded, and then started repainting again to get that final look.
When Santa's coming around and kiss you right beneath that mistletoe.
So after everything was said and done, we finally got to the point where he was doing the finishing touches. He was just making sure that paint was right. It's in the right places. They are so sweet, and his beautiful wife is there helping out. And with my big tummy, I couldn't help. I told him, should I help you? And he was like, no, it's okay. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna watch you do it. So yeah, this is what we had so far.
Got it done. I only pray that you were.
So we've always wanted to add some a wall art all the way over here. Johnny and his wife have always encouraged me to add a wall art, so I decided to go to my entryway, get out that beautiful gold mirror that has always been there doing its job. I decided to bring it here because that was the only thing I could think of, and if Johnny left, nobody was going to do it because we are not handy. So yeah, he decided to go up there, put it up, put some greenery up there, and because that place is really high, guys. And finally I decorated it, and I'm going to take you guys on a detailed tour of this space. You guys give me your thoughts. Tell me what you think about this space. I absolutely love, and I'm obsessed. Like, the camera is not even doing it justice, guys. I'll take you guys on the tour so you guys can see every detail of this space and tell me what you think about it.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me, oh. Now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake, now you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh.
You can also see that there's a lot of symmetry going on here, and I decided to use what I had. I did not buy anything new. Everything is decor that has been sitting in my house and not being used. Guys, I am obsessed. I don't know how much I can say it, but I'm sure you guys can feel it, right? I'm sure you can feel how obsessed I am with this space. But I am very, very obsessed with my space. I really love how everything came out looking. I love this greenery. I got this from, I think, Burlington a while back. We also have the remote control that we put there. And this remote control can control, you can actually decide to turn on just one light or turn on all the lights, and you can decide to turn off the lights. So I mean, I love the remote because you can choose, you can decide and just turn off one of them, turn on one of them. So yeah, I like it. I love how useful it is and how beautiful everything turned out. At one time we got really scared But guys, I was happy with the outcome. I was super excited with the outcome. So this is what it looks like at night. And we had not even set up anything in the house yet. We just wanted to see how it's going to look like when it's dark. And I didn't change the color of the lights yet. All these lights could change colors. I love everything. I just love the recess light. I love all the pieces I picked from different parts of my home to decorate this shelf. At least it's going to change every single time. Soon enough, I'm going to bring books. I'm just going to bring things to just make this space even more beautiful. If you have any questions, drop them down below. I would love to answer them.
Yeah, freak by freak, now let me I wanna be right there by your side.
If you've watched up to this point, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. Thanks. If you've not subscribed yet, please do well to hit the subscribe button and of course the notification bell so you would always be the first to know every single time I upload videos like this. I would love to see you in our next video. Thank you for sticking around. I love and appreciate you. Stay blessed and stay forever happy. Bye.